It's like a whole week's work in 2 days.
Yes, it was. You know, I told him.
Canta tu casa. ¿Y cuándo es la fiesta?
Yeah, thanks for that. I really liked it.
Put them in deux postés.
Have a drink.
Hey guys, come and grab a cold.
I'm so happy. Oh, you shall go away, tomar. Come on, they're getting so much to be doing.
What can I get you to drink?
Y para mí una cerveza.
I think it's amazing the transformation that SAB has undertaken and driven over the last 20 years. It's no longer a South African company and clearly very diverse, but there's still that aspect of the can-do, the entrepreneurial, the frontier spirit, if you like.
In local markets, the focus is primarily on mainstream national champion brands. Other brewers often use their mainstream brands in these national markets as a platform to sell their international brands. SAB Miller does the opposite.
SAB Miller is a company built on really long-standing local roots and local presence everywhere that it operates. Having a local presence helps to build the trust, the relationships, the local prosperity and enterprises that the business absolutely needs to succeed long term.
There are many countries and emerging markets where alcohol is not socially acceptable, and to have a soft drink portfolio is actually a very relevant way in which to address the needs of those consumers.
Beer as a category has a really strong future because it matches so many potential drinking occasions. There is still relatively low per capita consumption worldwide, so there is still a huge opportunity to play for. There's a massive demographic in the female consumer that's almost untapped.
Africa represents the biggest growth opportunity for SAB Miller over the next decade. One of the interesting features of the African beer market is that consumers, irrespective of their income, understand quality, they understand branding. They might not be able to afford it, but they know what it represents and they are definitely aspiring towards that.
Per capita consumption, particularly in Colombia and Peru, is still relatively low compared to, let's say, Brazil or Mexico. So there's still plenty of headroom for growth in traditional beer styles. SAB has also started on the journey of saying, well, how do we get ready for the next leg of growth in terms of developing premium beer in those markets? The challenge is maintaining the relevance of beer in mature markets as a new set of consumers enters into the legal drinking age alcohol market. What you can do is make beer and beer-based drinks much more appealing to women. Also, to recognise that diversity and portfolio of flavours, that's the future in the mature markets.
Historically, beer had a very, very male-orientated image.
If you had to generalise, you'd say that a typical advertisement consisted of men sitting around a table explaining why they preferred beer to women.
It's not that effective for consumers over the age of 30 who begin to see themselves a bit differently.
I've always believed in beer. It has a depth and a gravitas and a tradition that's wholly lacking in any other style of beverage.
It would have to be served more elegantly.
If you interview a consumer, the consumer will tell you how the world is today and how they think of the category. A good marketeer can envisage how the world might be in the future and start to how you're going to change those attitudes.
When you look at a wine menu, you are treated to a beautiful set of words that describe the sensory experience you might expect to have. We haven't explained to the consumer the impact that these wonderful ingredients can have on the beer, and that's the place we need to be. We've been able to differentiate 7 different categories of hop, aroma and flavour, and they will provide us with a fantastic basis to differentiate beers.
When beer really starts adding value to its brands and doing more interesting things with the liquid and the packaging, it will be able to command better pricing. Better pricing will command better margins, and that will be a virtuous circle that should continue for the foreseeable future.